Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Sachidanand, thank you so much for joining in. Can I request you to please switch your audio and video on so that we can run a quick test on the AV? Sorry? Dr. Sachidanand, Honorable VC, can we request you to please switch your audio and video on? Sir, your audio is not clear. There's an echo. ladies and gentlemen. We are Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sarita Raghuvanshi, your host for this beautiful morning. We are in an era like never before. We are in a situation like never before. We are in the middle of a health crisis like never before. And when the world witnesses a problem that has never been seen ever before, it has to come up with solutions that have never been thought of. And that was exactly why we came up with the idea of RGUHS COVID-19 Innovation Challenge. And today, ladies and gentlemen, with great joy and pride, we welcome you to the grand closing ceremony of the RGUHS COVID-19 Innovation Challenge. We'd like to begin the ceremony like we begin anything else in India, that is by invoking the blessings of the Almighty. And we'd like to do that by virtually lighting a lamp.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
Good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sarita Raghuvanshi and I would like to welcome you all to the grand closing ceremony of the RGUHS COVID-19 Innovation Challenge. First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank all of you all for taking the time out to join us virtually and be with us during the grand closing ceremony of the RGUHS COVID-19 Innovation Challenge. I now take the honor of introducing to you our incubation partner, IIITB, the International Institute of Information Technology, Bangalore. IIITB is a university established under the University Grants Commission Act by Government of Karnataka in 1999. IIITB functions on public-private partnership model and offers postgraduate and PhD programs in the field of information technology. It is regarded as one of the best institutes for IT in India. Ladies and gentlemen, we are extremely honored and privileged to have with us Professor S. Sadagopan, Director, IIIT Bangalore. Professor Sadagopan, Director of IIIT Bangalore, is a graduate of Madras University, India and Purdue University, USA. He's taught for over 25 years at IIT Kanpur, IIM Bangalore, IIT Madras, and IIIT Bangalore, in addition to short teaching assignments at Rogers, USA, and IIT Bangkok. He has a wide research interests that include operations research, multi-criteria optimization decision theory, enterprise computing. He has authored 7 books. Robert, it's all good from my side. Professor Sadagopan consults widely across different segments, that is auto, manufacturing, banking, IT and social sector, and lectures extensively at corporations, industry events and universities in North America, South America, Europe, Middle East, Asia, Australia, New Zealand, and in all aspects of IT. He serves on the board of Bharat Electronics, Navy Lignite Corporation, and Indian Renewable Energy Agency, and IIT Bhubaneswar, IIT Delhi, and IBAB. Earlier, he was also on the board of Bank of India, NMDC, VisualSoft, Microsoft, Informatics, and Showman Software. Professor Sadagopan is a member of the Karnataka Knowledge Commission, Chief Minister's Vision Group on IT, NASSCOM Regional Council, and ISA Executive Council. He is the chair of IEEE Computer Society, Bangalore chapter, and a member of ACM India Council. Currently, he is also a member of WWW Conference Committee, that is W3CC. He writes extensively for the popular press. He is a featured columnist for Times of India, the largest circulated English newspaper in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to now request Sir to please address the gathering.
Good morning and thank you for this amazing opportunity. As the compeer said, it's a very unusual time, very difficult time, but I think it is also a time where we could possibly come up with opportunities because of the challenges post-COVID. To me, in the post-COVID world, it is important to combine the deep knowledge of science, technology, and business. Interestingly, Bangalore is home to some of the finest institutions in the areas of science, management, and technology in the country. RGUHS has done an amazing job of bringing so many of these institutes together through this hackathon. That alone is not sufficient because it is important to create knowledge, but equally important to actually convert this knowledge into useful products and services. That is another place where Bangalore shines, just not in India, but internationally. It is the startup capital of India and one of the globally recognized startup hotspots in the planet. The ideas that would blossom out of this ideathon are likely to become products and services thanks to the startup companies that will take these ideas further. And these products and services will change the face of tomorrow's healthcare. I think that is precisely the reason why we're all excited. I'm so happy to be here amidst all of you and looking forward to seeing you grow from strength to strength. And I wish the winning teams all success. Thank you, and over to Sarita.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us here today. It is your presence that means a lot to us, and we are so happy. Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences Karnataka Innovation Challenge, the Medical Innovation Summit, was launched during RGUHS Silver Function celebrating 25 years on the 1st of June 2020. A first of its kind online innovation summit conducted by a medical university open to pan-India and brought together students, doctors, clinicians, engineers, entrepreneurs for a noble cause to fight against the current pandemic, COVID-19. As the world has shaken up due to the huge crisis due to COVID-19 pandemic, and the ideas and the solutions to fight against the current pandemic had to be time-bound, the Innovation Summit timeline was within a month. Our Innovation Center, academic and knowledge partners, that is IIMB, IIITB, NSRCEL, Bio Innovation Center, GHA, which is Global Healthcare Academy, and Ezelbio. And shortlisted students, mentored by industry experts, incubation centers, academic and knowledge partners such as IIMB, IIITB, NSRCEL, IISc, Bio Innovation Center, GHA, Ezelbio. I would now request our team to please play a video for you to take a look at what exactly went down during this challenge. Can we have the video, please?
World is facing one of the biggest crises since the two world wars. During such a time, the world is looking up to our doctors, nurses, medical staff, and scientific community with hope and gratitude. A well thought of idea on paper makes it only a good idea, and a good idea will implemented makes it a great one. Now the world must unite and focus on humanity-centric aspects of development.
The response to our Honorable Prime Minister's call, Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences organized COVID-19 Innovation Challenge. RGUHS COVID-19 Innovation Challenge is happening for the first time in the history and has facilitated the medical and engineering students to collaborate and innovate the real-time solutions to fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. Respected Vice Chancellor of RGUHS says that, I thank each and everyone involved in the first of its kind interface created between students, doctors, scientists, engineers, management gurus and Microsoft team. I am very happy to say that events results has produced very creative, innovative and futuristic ideas which can have a very positive influence in combating this COVID-19 pandemic in a more effective way. Special thanks to our incubation partners IIMB, NSRCEL, Bangalore Bio Innovation Center, academic partners IISA, IIITB, technical partners Microsoft, Symmetric, knowledge partners GHA, Elsevier to make this event very educative and academic exercise worth its salt. On May 15th, 2020, registrations opened for COVID-19 Innovation Challenge called Ideathon. On June 1st, event inaugurated by Honorable Prime Minister. On June 7th, 26 ideas are shortlisted with 65 teams. On June 23rd, 10 finalists presented their ideas. With the help of 50 volunteers, 20 intellectual mentors, and 6 magnificent incubation partners, COVID-19 Challenge event has been successful to innovate real-time solutions to fight against the COVID-19 pandemic.
I'm Dr. Devish. I'm a plastic surgeon based out of Bangalore. So we've been working on this project called UPPO, which stands for Universal Powered or Pressurized Respirator. So this is the product we have actually developed during the hackathon, which basically has this hood and has a filter at the outlet. So this is something which is quite unique to our product and not there in any other papers. This is the blower unit and has a controller and a battery which can give you filtered air for almost 12 hours, and it filters across a very good filter made by Draeger which makes sure that it filters out even the viruses. I think this is going to be a big game changer in the coming COVID crisis to protect our own doctors before they can protect others.
My name is Pratik Shah and I'm from Bangalore Medical College and Research Institute. I've come up with pods and capsules for sanitization. They're dose-dependent, one-time, single cost-effective use of sanitization. With under-sanitization, there is increase in the spread of the virus, and with over-sanitization, there are issues like dehydration of the skin and leaky gut syndromes. People like migrant workers and commuters, and not only them, but everyone over the community spectrum can benefit from our product.
In this ideathon, we put forth two proposals: a disposable PHBB PLA-based PP with copper nanoparticles which is 100% biodegradable, and a reusable cotton zeolite-based PP with sustained release of chlorine dioxide gas. We were able to make our reusable PP prototype in MS Rama Institute of Technology.
In collaboration with RGUHS and IIS, we are hopeful to take it to the next level. We are glad to make a little contribution to our country in the war against coronavirus.
I'm Dr. Emil Suresh, consultant medical oncologist. We took all the clinical attributes like physical examination, few of the lab parameters which are commonly available, trying to churn the data with the help of artificial intelligence and other algorithms, and came up with a very user-friendly, very short application that can classify the patients into low-risk patients who can be managed at home, intermediate risk patients who have to have daily consultations, and high-risk patients who have to be referred to hospital immediately.
Hi, my name is Udmesh Kulkarni. I'm a design professional. I came up with an idea of safety sheet for nasopharyngeal and throat swabbing. So it keeps the swabbing process safe. That is the source.
The COVID-19 Innovation Challenge is organized by Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences in partnership with various universities and institutions located within Bangalore. I think this is a very good platform to nurture the innovations through the challenge, and the students who have participated in the challenge will benefit a lot from the combined efforts of all these institutions.
We at Elsevier are proud to be knowledge partners for our RGUHS, whose 547 institutions are already using Elsevier's clinical key, and I'm really glad that many of the ideathon participants have incorporated content from Elsevier resources.
The ideathon RGUHS was an innovative, unique, and successful initiative to bring together medical students and experts with a variety of disciplines to work together on hard problems in the world. It's nice to talk about the RGUHS COVID ideathon. This ideathon brought together a unique platform onto which clinicians, basic scientists, engineers, incubators, and managements were sat together to dwell upon the new ideas and new challenges and new solutions which all can think of on this pandemic of COVID-19.
This innovation challenge will be an ongoing program where we will be having every 6 months, where we want to inculcate more amount of innovators coming from the medical fraternity. I want to especially thank our team of NSRSL and Priyadarshini of GHA who helped me organize and coordinate across the domains and with the students to pull off this whole challenge.
The Rajiv Gandhi University's COVID Innovation Challenge brought to light a lot of aspects on innovations. One of the most important things we learned was this is the era of collaborations and not competition. So I say this is the 3C. In Corona, we actually learned collaborations and not competition. And this is what it showed us, that in the midst of this competition, we actually brought in synergies of collaboration. So with this, I think for me, it's been an inspiring journey. I've learned a lot from this. I wish all the participants and the winners all the best for the future.
As Team 1001, it was an honor and privilege to be a part of this. We're going to speak about behavioral science and how it connects to the world of innovation. Rajiv Gandhi University has been very successful in bringing together doctors, engineers, life science scientists and I'm very sure that Rajiv Gandhi University will be in a position to drive the new wave of medical technology in this country. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing with us the details of what exactly happened and why the RGUHS COVID-19 Innovation Challenge was started. Thank you so much for that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great privilege to now introduce to you Dr. S. Sachidanand, the Vice Chancellor of RGUHS. Dr. S. Sachidanand served as the former Director of Medical Education for the Government of Karnataka, Bengaluru from September 2016 to August 2018. He is also the former Dean cum Director of BMCRI Bengaluru, that is from the 27th from the February 2017 to June 2018. He is the founder president of the Association of Facial Aestheticians and Aesthetic Surgeons of India and Community Dermatology Society of India. He is a pioneer in starting fellowship courses in dermatology since 2005, aesthetic dermatology since 2007, pediatric dermatology in the year 2010, and trichology 2018 at BMCRI Bengaluru. He has published around 116 articles in index journals. He has conducted around 27 conferences so far, both on national and international levels. He has authored and edited nearly 20 books and is the chief editor of IVLB editions of the esteemed IADBL textbook of dermatology. He has edited and co-authored around 12 undergraduate and postgraduate books in dermatology. Ladies and gentlemen, I am extremely delighted and honored to now request Dr. S. Sachidanand, the Vice Chancellor of RGUHS, to please address the gathering. Sir, I request you to please unmute yourself.
Yeah, I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thanks for that nice introduction. As you all know, we are in the age of startups, and India has been taking big strides in the startup arena. But the healthcare startups are very much lagging behind, considerably lagging behind when compared to other startups. Well, there are over 5,000 healthcare startups in India. The scope is usually narrow with an exception of few which have really scaled up. With artificial intelligence and Internet of Things playing a vital role in healthcare industry, it has opened up endless possibilities for healthcare startups. Probably the reason for slow growth of healthcare startups in the country is mainly due to absence of startup culture in medical colleges and other health universities in India. Hence, we at Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences decided to take up the initiation, and actually the message of our Honorable Prime Minister asking universities to initiate health tech hackathons and to come out with solutions for the prevailing COVID-19 pandemic encourage us to come up with RGUHS COVID-19 Innovation Challenge competition on a national level. So we took up this challenge, and I'm glad to inform you that it has been well received, and we had over 1,000 applications for an event which is probably the first of its kind in any health university in the country. As you all know, after several rounds of screening, 26 teams were allocated with mentors to scale up their ideas to the next level, and later 10 teams were shortlisted for the finals. And the jury has selected the best 3 teams with ideas relating to helping the medical fraternity and public with respect to the COVID-19 pandemic. And of course, the results will be announced later, a bit later. This mega event would not have been possible without the help of our partners, esteemed partners like Indian Institute of Science, Indian Institute of Management Bangalore, IIITB, Bangalore Bio-Innovation Center, and HCG. And also, of course, Microsoft and our event partners. Seeing this response, we have decided to take this event to the next level and also ensure that the shortlisted teams will be getting help from the investors to scale up their ideas. I immensely thank Professor Rajesh Shanai and Dr. Venkatesh, Director of Advanced Research, Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Health Sciences, and the Registrar, Shivang Kapashi, and the entire RGUHS team for their support and guidance in this matter. I'm sure this is not the grand finale, it is the beginning of a new era in the treatment of COVID pandemic. All those people who have contributed, who have been selected, I'm sure will bring in a lot of changes in the management of COVID-19 pandemic in Karnataka. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to take the honor of introducing to you Professor Umesh Vashni, Professor, Department of Microbiology and Cell Biology Chair, Division of Biology Chair, Division of Biological Sciences, IISc. Professor Umesh Vashni is an Indian molecular biologist, academician, and the head of a laboratory at the Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru. He is a J.C. Bose National Fellow of the Department of Science and Technology and is known for his studies on protein synthesis and DNA repair, Escherichia coli, and Mycobacterium tuberculosis. An elected Fellow of the Indian Academy of Sciences, Indian National Science Academy, and the National Academy of Sciences, India. He is also a recipient of the National Bioscience Award for Career Development of the Government of India. The Council of Scientific and Industrial Research awarded him the Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize for Science and Technology, one of the highest Indian Science Awards in the year 2001, and then in 2014 with the G.N. Ramachandran Gold Medal for Excellence in Biological Sciences and Technology for his contributions to biological sciences. I now request Sir to please address the gathering.
Thank you, Sarita. Dr. Sachidanand and my fellow colleagues from other partnering institutions, the winners of the COVID-19 Innovation Challenge, the mentors of this hackathon exercise, and my dear friends. It gives me a great pleasure to be at this occasion and congratulate the winners, and also I like to congratulate RGUHS on their Silver Jubilee celebrations. The Silver Jubilee, of course, is an important milestone for any institution, and I must say that with my own interactions with the leaders and the champions who've been working tirelessly to take the vision of RGUHS forward, I'm really confident that RGUHS has really a brighter future. My very best wishes. Now, my own interactions with the colleagues from RGUHS have been really very impressive. I know they're involved in many visionary programs, and at least 4 of them, IISc partners with them. And these four programs really are, one of the programs was started many years ago, where the researchers from IISc and RGUHS interact on the problems of societal importance and try to find solutions for that. We've also initiated a program where the doctors are trained in the methods of molecular biology and molecular medicine. Likewise, we have a program where the doctors can be trained for the nanoscience experience. And more recently...
Then how are the links?
Is there
My email is not working.
Sorry, am I not audible? Can somebody respond?
You're audible. We can hear
audible. All right, very good. So most recently, really, we have started yet another collaboration with RGUHS, and that is really we're working on development and deployment of a mobile laboratory for testing of COVID-19 patients in the fields. And so with so much already going on with RGUHS, I think the ISC and RGUHS are really the natural partners in making good with the vast experience of the two institutions. ISC has over 110 years of excellence in the areas of science and engineering, and of course RGUHS with just vast experience in medical sciences. I think these two partnerships are really a wonderful idea. And I should also say that actually there was a time when ISC, that is besides science and engineering, was also to start a medical sciences, area. And I should say that with the kind of collaborations that we are having, the partnership that we are having between ISC and RGUHS, I think we have come to a point we can start questioning that idea. I think, the collaborations that we are having are so wonderful that I think we see a lot more happening in future. Now, there was, I understand, also an idea of signing MOUs, but I should say, for some reasons, of course, that didn't work out. But I should say that whether there is inking of MOU or no inking of MOU, we are committed to work together. And I think we have already seen examples of that. And I should also say that this project on this COVID-19 Innovation Challenge is a brilliant idea, yet another, sort of, thing coming out of the think tanks of RGUHS. And I realized, it's been very competitive. I think I'm given to understand that, there were over 1,200 original ideas, and from there, 10 have been finalized. So really, I think it's been a very challenging competition for which I think the participants and the mentors and the entire teams at RGUHF have worked very, very hard. And I think I'm really very happy to see that these people now will go on and work with BBC and other institutions to take these ideas to the field, to point of care. And I'm also very happy that my colleagues, not only from science, but also from engineering, have actually participated in this exercise. They're participating in selecting the programs, in mentoring the programs, and developing the programs along with RGUHS. Dr. Sachidanand, for various reasons, Professor Anurag Kumar, Director of the Institute, could not join today, but I wish to convey his best wishes to you and your entire team at RGUHS and the whole institution. He wishes you all the very best. And I also would like to say once again that RGUHS, with all these activities, really has a very, very bright future. And I am looking forward to even brighter, impressive activities for your Golden Jubilee celebrations and contributions to the society. So thank you once again, and thank you again for giving me this opportunity to be with you. Over to you, Sarita.
Thank you so much for the insightful address, sir. Bangalore Bio-Innovation Center, BBC, is an initiative of the Karnataka Innovation and Technology Services, Department of IT, BT and S&T, Government of Karnataka. It is a state-of-the-art translational research and entrepreneurship center catering to all needs of startups in life sciences. In a 10-acre campus with a built-up area of above 60,000 square feet, the center caters to broad areas of life sciences, that is healthcare, medtech, pharma and biopharma, agriculture, food, nutrition, industrial biotechnology, and environmental biotechnology. The facilities include Central Instrumentation Facility by DBT, Government of India, BBC Infrastructure, which is plug-and-play labs for startups and individual innovators, MedTech Center by BIRAC under BioNest, Mentorship, KSAP Bio50 Program, Funding, BIRAC Seed Fund, and IDEA 2 POC, Elevate 100, Branding, Networking, Events, and Workshops. Ladies and gentlemen, we are honored to have with us today Dr. Jitendra Kumar, Director and Head, BBC. Dr. Jitendra Kumar holds a PhD in Biotechnology from the Institute of Microbial Technology, Chandigarh, a prestigious national laboratory affiliated to Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. Subsequently, he moved to University of Illinois at Chicago, where he worked on leukemia. In the next stint as postdoc at Ohio State University, Columbus, Ohio, USA, he worked on various cutting-edge research projects related to chromatin remodeling, mitochondrial phosphorylase, its role in apoptosis, and role of peroxides in inducing mitochondrial dysfunction in heart, liver, and brain. He is the author on several internationally acclaimed peer-reviewed papers. He holds an MBA degree from the prestigious Fisher College of Business at Ohio State University. He also led a team from Ohio State University to contest International Entrepreneurship Challenge in 2008, organized by Materials Research Society. After returning from US, he joined as a Vice President of Life Science Incubator at IKP Knowledge Park, Hyderabad, where he was involved in actively mentoring incubating companies, creating pipeline of entrepreneurs through innovative models of team building around technologies, working with public R&D laboratories and universities to create entrepreneurial models of commercialization. He brought many government grants and created a world-class center for translational research in life sciences at IKP Knowledge Park. As the director and head of BBC, his current focus is on incubating innovations in agriculture, food and nutrition, biofuel, bioenergy, pharma, and healthcare. He is working closely with Karnataka Biotechnology and Information Technology Services, Department of IT, BT, and ST, Government of Karnataka, to create a vibrant life sciences innovation cluster in Bangalore. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to take the honor of requesting Sir to please address the gathering. So I would request you to please wait and now speak.
Thank you, Sarita, for your kind introduction. I am honored to be part of this Innovation Challenge, a very, very impressive program to create institutional mechanism for creating ventures. I would assume that these startups or these innovators would come forward, and in due course of time, they will become entrepreneurs and they will start the company. Honorable Chairman, Sir, of this occasion, Dr. Sachidanand, who is the Vice Chancellor of Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, respected directors of various partnering institutions, all the participants, winners of this of this COVID-19 challenge, and my dear friends. In fact, this is something which I have been dreaming for a long time, and it all of a sudden it came as a pleasant surprise that this kind of this kind of innovation challenge is being organized by Rajiv Gandhi Health University. In fact, when I was in US doing my postdoctoral studies, I had a chance to do an MBA also at Fisher College of Business, where we did MBA in entrepreneurship and technology commercialization as a major. There, in US and other Western countries, we see that a lot of institutional mechanisms of venture creation are there, meaning that right from idea and ideations are normally, generally funded by the government in universities and research centers. They should be incubated through an institutional mechanism so that the ventures are created. The seamless mechanism which exists in US and other countries has not so far developed in India. However, if universities such as Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences and various institutions of excellence that is in Bangalore, we are so fortunate to have such institutions in Bangalore. If we all come together and create a very robust mechanism, the way we have been doing in this program, I think we will not be less than any other ecosystem in the world. As it has been already said by previous speakers, Bangalore has emerged as one of the best innovation ecosystem in the world. Now, if such programs happen very frequently, and I hope this will continue, I think we will create a very good, robust mechanism where institutions or this entrepreneurial ecosystems in which the institutional mechanism of venture creation is created. Right now, what is happening is, as Sachidanand sir also said, we don't have many ventures in startup companies in healthcare, and also very less who have made it big. The reason being that there has not been any mechanism through which these innovative ideas can be nurtured, supported, and all. So I'm very glad that this institutional partnership which has happened will create such mechanisms. As far as Bangalore Bioinnovation Center is concerned, we are promoted by Central Government, Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, as well as Department of ITBT and ST, Government of Karnataka, to create a world-class institution to nurture the innovations in the area of healthcare mainly, but also in other areas of biotechnology. Currently, we have more than 40 startups working in various areas of healthcare, and I think many of them have made it big. You might have remembered or seen in the newspaper, just last week we had launched around 6 products related to COVID. And these products were, launched by Deputy CM, Honorable Deputy CM Ashok Narayanji. I'm very hopeful that this innovation challenge will also come up with very concrete ideas of business, the products and technologies that we can launch in the market. And I think Bangalore Bioinnovation Center can help them in accessing the infrastructure, laboratories, high-end equipments which are needed to do proof of concept studies. We can help them mentor, fund these startup companies. The prize money that is there in this competition may not be enough, but we have certain programs of seed fund from Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council, Government of India, as well as Government of Karnataka, called Elevate program. These seed funds can be used to fund these startup companies or the innovative ideas to flourish. I think the most important component in commercialization is not only the proof of concept, but also marketing, business model and all, and commercial aspects. I'm very fortunate to have Bangalore Bioinnovation Center having collaboration with Indian Institute of Management also, where we have planned that scientific aspects will be taken care at Bangalore Bioinnovation Center with some preliminary business help, but the thorough business mentorship will be taken care by the Indian Institute of Management through its incubation center, NRS, NSRCEL. So I think this program has created an example where institutions, top level institutions in any city can come together and create an institutional mechanism of venture creation and product development and technologies, coming out to the market. This model can be replicated in other parts of the cities, other parts of states in the country, and I think this will emerge as a very good model. With this, I thank everybody, and I thank you for bringing me here this platform. Thank you so much. Over to Sarita.
Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we've finally come to the moment that all of us have been very, very eagerly waiting for. I know that there is a lot of effort that has gone in from people across segments to participate in the COVID-19 Innovation Challenge by RGUHS, and everybody participates in a challenge with one and only aim, that is A, to help humanity, B, to actually be the winner of this challenge by coming up with products and ideas that will help the mankind by and large. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to the results of the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences Karnataka Innovation Challenge, the COVID-19 Innovation Challenge. And on the third position, ladies and gentlemen, of this very challenge, we have Dr. K. Rashmi and team. Hearty congratulations to them. Everybody to please give it up for the team on the third position. We have Dr. K. Rashmi along with her teammates. They are here with us right now, and they are going to be speaking to us shortly. Can we please have the video that talks to us about the work that Dr. K. Rashmi and the team put in to be on the third position of the RGUHS COVID-19 Innovation Challenge?
Warm greetings to all. We represent the Department of Conservative Dentistry, Government Dental College, a premier institute under RGUHS. I am Dr. Vijay. I am Dr. Rashmi. I am Dr. Priya.
I am Dr. Hari Prasad. This is our teammate, Dr. Annapurna, who is posted for COVID duty. Dr. Kiran Kumarian, our beloved professor and head, is the chief source of encouragement, support and guidance to our team. We extend our gratitude to Professor Deepak Saini and Professor Kaushik Chatterjee. In this ideathon, we put forth two proposals: a disposable PHBV PLA-based PP with copper nanoparticles, which is 100% biodegradable, and a reusable cotton zeolite-based PP with sustained release of chlorine dioxide gas. We were able to make our reusable PP prototype in MS Rama Institute of Technology.
This event was well organized and overall experience was amazing as well as challenging as we reached out from Sigma Aldrich, the shopping mania for the prototype. In collaboration with RGUHS and IISc, we are hopeful to take it to the next level. We are glad to make a little contribution to our country in the war against coronavirus.
We are thankful to Vice Chancellor RGUHS, Dr. Venkatesh GS, Director of Research Wing and organizers of this event for giving us this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure everybody out here is supremely excited and wants to hear from the people on the third position. So without further ado, may I request the winners of the third position to please join us and say a few words. Hello, am I audible? Yes, you are audible. I'd request you to all of you. I'd request for you to just wait for a minute while we put you. We would now like to hear from you.
Good morning to all of you. I'm Dr. Vijay. I'm from the Department of Conservative Dentistry, Government Dental College and Research Institute, which is a senior institute under Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences. I'm extremely grateful to RGUHS and all the organizers of this event for keeping such a wonderful event, which helped us to go out of our confines and think out of the box. Otherwise, we were confined only to our subject, our seminars and PG curriculum. And I am extremely thankful to the Vice Chancellor, the Director of the Research and Development Department, RGUHS, and the organizers and mentors. Special thanks to Professor Deepak Saini, Professor Kaushik Chatterjee, and Professor Nagbhushan, who helped us to make the prototype in the given time. And I would like to mention one person's name, Dr. Kiran Kumar, and our professor and HOD, who has been a constant encouragement to us. And he is the one person who compelled us to participate in the event. And I once again thank, and we are extremely pleased to make a small contribution from our side in this COVID situation where we can help our country in fighting against the disease. A proposition was a green PPE, which is 100% biodegradable, and we are happy to make it a real thing by the help of RGUHS and in collaboration with Indian Institute of Science. I thank you once again.
Congratulations to the entire team on the efforts and the victory, and we'd also like to thank you for participating and giving it your best. And you must know that you are helping the mankind by everything that you've done in and put in the efforts that you have to win the third position of the RGUHS COVID-19 Innovation Challenge. Congratulations once again. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for... Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for me to tell you who is the winner of the second position of the RGUHS COVID-19 Innovation Challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, on second position we have Pratik Shah.
Hi guys, my name is Pratik Shah and I'm from Bangalore Medical College and Research Institute. Coming up with ideas and innovations during this time of the pandemic has been the most interesting yet the most daunting task I've ever come across. I've come up with pods and capsules for sanitization. They're dose-dependent, one-time, single cost-effective use of sanitization. As we know, neither too much nor too less of anything is good. That's why our product is designed for this challenge. With under-sanitization, there is increase in the spread of the virus, and with over-sanitization, there are issues like dehydration of the skin and leaky gut syndromes. People like migrant workers and commuters, and not only them, but everyone over the community spectrum can benefit from our product. In my opinion, this innovation challenge has helped me reach out to leading minds of various fields to develop my product and also learn about the making of such. Overall, as a medical student, it is our duty to seek for knowledge, push beyond our boundaries and go for more. And this is what exactly this challenge has helped me do. I've got in touch with investors, industrialists and mentors who are invested into this field, and with their help, I'd like to take my product and hit the markets. I'd like to thank my mentors, Dr. Prashant, Mr. Ramchandran from the Global Health Academy, and Dr. Sneha from Microbiology Department, Bangalore Medical College and Research Institute, and the entire university for bringing this idea and for helping me out throughout the same. Thank you.
Congratulations to Pratik Shah. So everybody out here is waiting to hear from you. So could I request you to please join us and say a few words?
Yeah.
I request you to please unmute yourself and just wait for a second once I give you the... Yeah. You may now speak.
I am Pratik. I'm from Bangalore Medical College and Research Institute. Firstly, I'd really like to thank the entire university, the teams, the partners, whoever have readily invested into students like us, who've helped us grow through this entire 2 months challenge. Coming up with any ideas or innovation during this entire time has been really, really scary, really difficult. To get it from a paper to an actual working model was really difficult. But then I've had mentors, guidance from a lot of people. I'd also like to thank my professors, Dr. Sneha and Dr. Ambika, who actually pushed me to actually take part in this competition. As med students, we're always focusing on books and studying, and this was a nice way to get out of it and put yourself out there. So I'd like to thank them. I'd like to thank my mentors, Mr. Ramchandra from Global Health Academy, Dr. Prashant Reddy, who've picked up my calls at any time, who've answered the most random and the most stupid doubts, I'd say. But it was really interesting to come up with what's yours today, my product of the capsules and pods. There are a few of my friends and my family members who've helped me throughout this entire challenge, and I'd like to thank them as well. So thank you, and please keep more of this. It helps us a lot. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Many congratulations to you for winning the second position and for putting in all the efforts that you did that is going to help all of us in the entire country in the near future. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to tell you who the winner of the coveted Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences Karnataka Innovation Challenge is. Ladies and gentlemen, with great joy and happiness, I announce the winner of this challenge. It is Divish ND. Video.
I'm Dr. Devish. I'm a plastic surgeon based out of Bangalore, and my team comprises
of myself, Dr. Shruti and Dr. Meher. So we've been working on this project called UPPER, which stands for Universal Powered or Pressurized Respirator. So what we noticed is most of our surgeons, we have been using this N95 mask since the COVID crisis, and we identified a lot of drawbacks with this, including a tight fit, difficulty to breathe over a long period of time. So we came up with something which is much easier to breathe when you are operating, and that's called as a PAPR. And they are available commercially, and they've been there since a long time, but they're quite expensive. Might go up to 1.5 to 2 lakhs, and that's how we have developed this prototype right now. So this is the product we have actually developed during the hackathon, which basically has this hood and has a filter at the outlet. So this is something which is quite unique to our product and not there in any other PAPRs. This is the blower unit and has a controller and a battery, which can give you filtered air for almost 12 hours, and it filters across a very good filter made by Draeger, which makes sure that it filters out even the viruses. So the current RGUHS hackathon was a nice experience. It was something which was quite new to us. Our mentors, Dr. Prashant Reddy and Dr. Pradipta Biswas helped us a lot, and it was a nice experience to come up with different prototypes and come out to this product lately. And I think the next thing we are gonna go for mass production of this, and St. John's has already ordered 20 pieces, and we are trying to supply to them. And I think this is going to be a big game changer in the coming COVID crisis to protect our own doctors before they can protect others. And that's how this hackathon has helped us to come so far.
Congratulations once again. May I now request Divish ND, the winner of the RGUHS COVID-19 Innovation Challenge, to please join us and say a few words. I request you to please unmute yourself.
Hi. So I'm Dr. Divish. So it's been a really great experience as a part of this hackathon, and I would like to thank RGUHS for coming up with such a great initiative, because it's the first of its kind here. And the biggest problem in the current COVID crisis is the supply chain issues. And though you have a lot of ideas to get it onto a product, it's quite difficult because of the lockdowns. You don't get the items and stuff. And but this has been a really great experience with a lot of mentorship from Dr. Prashant and Vishwajit. And I would like to specifically thank Dr. Vijay Joseph from St. John's Hospital, like a godfather, and guiding me on like what it has to be and he was very specific that whatever comes out should be effective, and it's not about just getting the product out. It should be helpful and it should be the right thing we're doing. And so for the past 2.5 months, it's been quite a roller coaster journey, and we have already come up with a minimal viable product, and we have already supplied, and it's just going through a few final testing phases and probably some approvals, and probably in a fortnight or so it will be on to mass production. And I hope this is going to be quite helpful in a lot of fields, especially surgeons, anesthesiologists, even other healthcare workers, and I think we'll reach somewhere in a few days. Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. Devesh. Congratulations once again on winning the RGUHS COVID-19 Innovation Challenge. And thank you for all the efforts that all of you have put in, because it is your efforts that is going to help us as a country to beat this pandemic and come out and emerge as a stronger nation more than ever before. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would just like to give you a small amount of information. The prize money is as follows. For the winners of the third position, the prize money is rupees 2 lakh. For the winners in the second position, the prize money is rupees 3 lakh. And for the winners of the first position, the prize money is 5 lakh rupees. And the cash money will be released via the Bangalore Bioinnovation Center in tranches to the innovators based on their progress. And now, for the valedictorial speech, may I please invite Professor Rajesh Shenoy, Dean, Allied Health Sciences and Physiotherapy, Syndicate Member, Academic Council Member, RGUHS, Director, Padma Shri Group of Institutions, Director, Padma Shri Medicare Private Limited, Member, Board of Studies, Allied Health Sciences, Jain University, Member Faculty of Allied Health Basic Sciences, Sri Devraj URS Academy of Higher Education and Research. Professor Rajesh Shenoy, may I please request you to give the valedictorian speech now.
Good afternoon. First of all, I congratulate
Just give us a minute. Yeah, may I now request you to please give the valedictorian speech.
Good afternoon. First of all, I congratulate all the winners of this event, and I also tell others who had participated, don't worry, you have a next Ideathon coming up very soon, and you can try your luck again there. Don't get disheartened. This RGUHS COVID-19 Innovation Challenge has been a learning experience for all of us. Though initially we were skeptical as to how the event would progress, thanks to our partners who did the hand-holding and made this event a grand success. I'm sure RGUHS COVID-19 Innovation Challenge Ideathon would be a precursor for such events by health universities in the country. During this pandemic times, we are glad that youngsters have come up with brilliant ideas which will be of great help to tide over the adversities of the COVID-19 pandemic. I, on behalf of RGUHS, would like to place on record the appreciation for all the help received from IIMB, NSR Cell, especially Dr. Prashant Reddy and his team for all the guidance and help provided to young scientists for scaling up their ideas, IISc and Dr. Deepak Saini for providing valuable inputs and also for helping us out to get the right kind of mentors to guide and shape up the startup ideas. IIITB and all the encouragement received from Professor Sadagopan and also technical help received from mentors in scaling up the startup ideas. Bangalore Bio Innovation Center and Dr. Jitendra, Managing Director, for extending all the help to our entrepreneurs and permitting them to use the laboratory facilities at BBC, and also for agreeing to incubate the winners of this event so that these ideas of these startups culminate in commercially successful ventures. I also thank Dr. Vishal Rao, Associate Dean of HCG Hospitals, who has been with us from the beginning, from day one, and also has provided us necessary guidance and connections to make this event a successful one. I thank Global Health Academy and Ms. Anita and her team for being partner who has not only mentored the startups but also helped us with providing inputs and publicity of this event. I also thank Elsevier, which has opened up its resources for all the participants to procure any information that they may need while developing their startup ideas, and I'm sure it has helped many participants in updating their knowledge while scaling up their startups. I thank Dr. Ujjwal Rao for the same.
I thank all the mentors and jury members who have spent valuable time for making this event a success. I also thank affiliated colleges, faculty, syndicate, senate, academic council members of RGUHS and other bodies of the university, the student fraternity, the faculties, and many others who have helped us directly and indirectly to make this event a grand success. Last but not least, I thank Mr. Sunil from Lopping Water Productions and his team, Rohit and others, who have done a great work, and I'm glad this event has turned out to be a good one. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shinoy. Thank you once again, Dr. Shinoy. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of this event, and I would like to thank everybody who has been a part of this event so far, from all the participants, to the mentors, to the jury members, to the incubators, to everybody who has put in the effort to make the RGUHS COVID-19 Innovation Challenge a grand success. Thank you once again for joining in. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd also like to thank everybody who's viewing us online through various social media platforms. Thank you for taking the time out and joining us here in witnessing an idea, a challenge that is going to help us in the now times. Thank you so much.